Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening and welcome to the news from Channel 2 of Saudi Arabian television. We begin with the national news. His Royal Highness Prince Sultan bin Abdulaziz, Second Deputy Premier, Minister of Defense and Aviation and Inspector General, arrived in Jeddah last night coming from Riyadh. He was received at Jeddah's King Abdulaziz International Airport by His Royal Highness Prince Saud bin Abdul Mohsen, Deputy Governor of Makkah al-Mukarramah region, His Royal Highness Prince Bandar bin Sultan bin Abdulaziz, the Kingdom's Ambassador to the United States, the Royal Highnesses, the Princes, and a number of senior civil and military officials. His Royal Highness Prince Sultan bin Abdulaziz, Second Deputy Premier, Minister of Defense and Aviation and Inspector General, received in his office at the Royal Court at the Salam Palace in Jeddah today the Ambassador of Djibouti to the Kingdom, Dr. Saleh Fareh Duror. Prince Sultan also received at the same venue today the Turkish ambassador to the kingdom, Bashir Yagish. His Royal Highness Prince Sultan also received at the same venue today Sudanese Minister of Defense General Abdelmajid Hamid Khalil, who handed him a message to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Fahd bin Abdulaziz, from Sudanese Prime Minister Sadiq Al-Mahdi Al-Aqdi. The audience was attended by His Royal Highness Prince Abdurrahman bin Abdulaziz, Vice Minister of Defense and Aviation, and Sudanese Ambassador to the Kingdom, Isa Mustafa. The Sudanese Defense Minister and his accompanying delegation arrived in Jeddah earlier today on a visit to the kingdom. General Khalil said that the purpose of the visit was to express thanks to King Fahd and the government and people of Saudi Arabia for the aid support given by the kingdom to help those affected by recent flooding and torrential rain in Sudan. The minister said in a statement that the kingdom's support to the people of Sudan was full of courage and was praiseworthy.
Good evening. Another 7 planes arrived at Khartoum International Airport today carrying 245,000 pounds of aid material for flood-affected people in Sudan. Today's consignments, which were sent as part of the Saudi aid airlift continuing since August 10th, bring the total number of planes on the airlift to 157. The Somali Minister of Information, Dr. Abdul Rashid Sheikh Ahmed, arrived in Jeddah today on a several-day visit to the kingdom. He was received on arrival by the Minister of Information, Ali Al-Sha'ir, and Dr. Fuad Abdussalam Farisi, Deputy Minister for Information Affairs. Minister Al-Sha'ir welcomed the visiting minister and assured him that the kingdom and Somalia will continue their mutual cooperation in the interest of their common interests and for the good of Arab and Muslims' causes. On his part, the Somali minister explained that his visit aims at further developing and boosting mutual cooperation in the area of information.
And now to the international news. OPEC Secretary General Dr. Subarto, who arrived in Kuwait yesterday, met with Kuwaiti Oil Minister Ali Khalifa Al-Sabah today. Subarto told reporters that during his tour of some OPEC's member states, a number of issues facing the OPEC were discussed. OPEC Secretary General Subarto also discussed ways to protect world oil prices with Kuwaiti Oil Minister Sheikh Ali Al Khalifa Sabah today, the Kuwaiti news agency Kuna reported. The agency quoted an official oil source as saying Kuwait told him that oil condensates should be included in oil output quotas assigned by the organization of OPEC. Condensates, light oil formed from natural gas, are not now calculated as part of OPEC quotas, but a technical meeting on October 10 will discuss whether some types can be included in the definition of crude oil. PLO Chairman Yasser Arafat, who arrived in Geneva today, met with UN Secretary General Javier Perez de Cuellar. During the meeting, they discussed the political issues relating to PLO, especially the decision which was taken by King Hussein of Jordan about the severance of legitimate and administrative ties between Jordan and the Palestinian people in West Bank and Gaza.
I told him that I am coming from Sana because I had already invited him to see me in Sana some days ago.
The body of an Arab shepherd was found last Thursday near the village of Zawiya, near Nablus, in the occupied West Bank. The dead man's brother said the Israeli soldiers in a jeep killed him while he was grazing his sheep. The dead man had been released from detention 2 weeks earlier and had previously been jailed for 12 years.
بعيد عن البلد من هون المنطقة اللي كنا فيها بعيدة حوالي كيلو ونص. شفت جيب جيش ما بعرفش قديش فيه. As I told you, he wanted to visit his sister's son in the prison, and when he returned, he wanted to see what happened with his brother who was grazing near the village. And he went there, found a jeep, Israeli jeep, full of soldiers who began to fire at him and his brother. لما هربت قمت اتخبيت في منطقة بعيدة شوية.
Best hopes for temperature nights and mild days in the kingdom's summer resorts. The highlands of the south and parts of the western province could enjoy some showers from thunderous clouds. The interiors of the western and southern provinces may come under dust-arousing winds with possible effects on visibility. The highest and lowest temperatures recorded in parts of the kingdom in degrees centigrade were as follows. In Makkah al-Mukarramah, the highest 45 and the lowest 30. Al-Madinah Munawwara 43-30, Al-Riyadh 42-29, Jeddah 39-28, At-Taif 46-24, Al-Dhahran 37-28, Abha 30-16, Buraidah 41-23, and Tabuk 39-24. Over some Arab and international cities, beginning with the GCC capitals in Kuwait 45, Al-Manama 36, Doha 37, Abu Dhabi 42, Muscat 32, Amman 30, Cairo and Tripoli both recorded 33 degrees centigrade, Tunis 32, Algiers 30, Rabat 32, Islamabad 30, Ankara 38, Madrid 33, Rome 29, Athens 30, Geneva 25, Paris 26, London 22, Vienna 19, Amsterdam 21, and finally in Frankfurt 17 degrees centigrade. This wraps up the news bulletin for this evening. From my colleague Fahd Al-Huimani and tonight's director Fahd Al-Rashid and myself Saud Al-Rashid, thank you for joining us and good night.
Coming your way tomorrow, Sunday, the 28th day of August. We'll be back at 4:30 in the afternoon with children's shows, and it's time for sports at 6 to 21 with Australia's bicentennial soccer and Argentina versus Saudi Arabia. Growing Pains begins at 8:12 and The Mom Who Knew Too Much. It's Miniature Worlds at 8:37 and The Gnome's Eye View. Cagney and Lacey are back at 8:48. Sharon Gless and Tyne Daly star in Favors. It's Only One Earth begins at 9:33 with People of the Desert, and that will take us to 10 o'clock and the national and international news from Saudi Arabian television in Riyadh. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us this evening. Hope we'll see you right back here once again tomorrow. And from all of us here at the Channel 3 studios, good night.